Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, but first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday comfort needs. The first temperature I want to give you this morning is going to be the water temperature because it has hit 81 degrees. First time this year, 81 at the end of the pier. Air temperature is going to be high 83, low 73. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola Company. We're looking at the Apalachicola Blunt Sound. It's staying pretty steady. It's not much movement at all. It's reading a 7 even. And the Chartessie Caravelle is a 5.2 with a little bit of drop to it. We get these showers coming in and out, and they sort of keep the Chattahoochee sort of level and it's not dropping out as much as it was a little while back. Now we do have a 40% chance of rain, mainly this morning. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We mentioned this yesterday. It's just neap tides right now, and we're looking at a situation where it's going to be better for the weekend. The wind is going to be coming in at southwest at 10 to 15. I want to do something I haven't ever done in a while. We want to call sea quarters. So here's how you do it. Call sea quarters. Okay.
Calling sea quarters marina. Mobile.
Electronics is amazing. Could you imagine your parents doing this kind of stuff? Are they watching you do it? I always think about my dad. He'd just be shaking his head. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Good morning, sea quarters.
Good morning, Captain Ken. How you doing?
Yes, it is. Good, man. The weather couldn't be prettier.
Okay, listen. We haven't been able to talk to you in a while, Captain Kim. So what's going on down your way?
Well, we've been having all kinds of luck fishing down here. The weather's real good. The rivers are running perfect, and the brim are popping all over the place. We got plenty of worms and crickets. Been doing a little offshore. Got some charter boats out today, and yesterday and the day before they did all real good. Actually got some grouper, which of course isn't legal yet, but it was a pretty picture before they tossed it back in. We got some new gulp that's been working real well at the Caravelle Beach. They've got like surf bites is what they're called, but they're like little minnow looking things. And they've been catching all kinds of good things down on Caravelle Beach. A couple of sharks and kingfish. So it's been pretty active last few days.
All right, listen, that's a fine report right there. Okay, still on there?
Yeah, it's been
okay. We've been able to I've been getting some pictures in a way, we just haven't been able to talk to you. That's why I'm glad you answered this morning. So the river is in good shape, Caravelle River?
Yeah, all of them actually. They've been hard and heavy the last couple of days with the worms and crickets going up because the level is perfect for brim fishing. So they've all been doing real well.
Let me ask you this: How was the Spanish mackerel bite recently?
It's been just the last couple of days. I've been catching a little report here and there. Mostly an afternoon bite, late in the afternoon, evening.
Okay.
But mostly towards Caravelle Beach and a little bit east.
Okay. Okay. And you said the surf fishing has been pretty good. The pompano been okay?
Yep. I've heard a couple of different reports on that. They're pretty good size, actually. So it's and of course the sharks are there too. So that's always fun for the kids.
You gotta love them sharks. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Listen, I've got the poster showing. We got the Kingfish tournament coming up in about a month, really. About a month from today. This weekend, Saturday, June the 17th, we got the poster up, and we're changing around a little bit, and we're excited about it.
It's excellent. It's going to be a one-day tournament, and I think we've got quite a few boats signed up, so it ought to be a real good day. Not to mention they finally opened Snapper for us, so it ought to be a real exciting weekend.
You know, it's going to be a lot of activity going on down there in that Caravelle area with the snapper season opening up, and what'd be fun if you might catch a big red snapper and win the tournament and have a big red snapper to keep it.
That's for sure. Yeah, the kingfish and mackerel and snapper are all in the in the running there for the tournament, so it ought to be a good time. And we've got a golf cart that we're raffling off, and of course Mr. Hayes' is smoker here on property. So we got some good items to raffle off.
I can promise you, I'll be down there buying some little tickets for the golf cart and that smoker. So I'm looking forward to it. And we're getting next time you see Tina Crowder, she's supposed to come over here on the show for the first time ever. She and one of the kids. So we hope she is. So anyway, we're going to encourage her to do that. Well, Captain Kim, thank you so much for that report.
Hey, you're very welcome. Y'all have a good Memorial Weekend too. That's coming up.
All right, thank you. All right, here we go, folks. We're going. All right, take a break real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that report. A lot of good stuff going on all along the Florida Panhandle coastline, the Big Bend coastline, and it's just an exciting time to be an outdoors person. Got all kind of different pictures. We got some comments already on that snake yesterday, so we're not gonna do snakes today. We had enough of that. So I was down at Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle. Check this out. I just pulled in the parking lot. I just turned on my phone. Okay, here's a boat here. Here's a truck and a boat right here. There's a truck and a boat back there. This was Saturday morning. There's a truck and a boat over there. This is how the bait and tackle. There's a car with a kayak on top. Is that not cool? And there's my truck. I ain't got a boat on the back of it. The only vehicle didn't have a boat. So that's it. That picture ain't supposed to be that way. So we hope to get a boat behind it pretty soon. I just want to share that with you because of the it's hopping. Okay, all along the Choctaw system, all these bait and tackle stores, and especially the Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle, and also Blue Water Outriggers. Now, we had a big fish fry. This is our 30th annual Teacher Appreciation Fish Fry put on by the Mosley Outdoor Ed kids, and they're still doing it. They still invite me, and I love going up there, so I just got a couple of pictures from an old-fashioned fish fry the kids are doing, and here's some faculty members, and I'll go through it pretty fast. That's Coach Taylor Stanford. He's teaching now. Got those boys helping him out. Y'all recognize those old fish cookers, don't you? You're cooking for a big crowd like that is a lot of work, and those kids are learning how to do it. And much appreciated. The teachers and staff officers. Look at that line wrapping around there. And this kid here, Gage, he's been on the show. He's one of the students of the month. This is funny because they had the group and all. I mean, had some other fish, but he brought his own flounder and fried it up. Is that not what an outdoor boy will do? Bring your own fish to the fish fry. Got a kick out of that. Here's some of the teachers and two of my all-time favorites, Joe and Jody Hare, and Angela Lopez in the back. I just love these people here. I've worked with them for forever, and wonderful people, wonderful teachers, and just good folks. Okay, on another subject, we talked about this. Let's go from good stuff to bad stuff. Remember we're talking about the walleye tournament? These two guys, they put lead in there. They actually found them guilty and sentenced to jail. But I read the sentence, and it was a 10-day in jail, but they had to pay a $2,500 fine, and the money's going to be donated to a fishing charity for children. I thought that's good, and a 3-year suspension. So anyway, talking about going from one extreme of really good things happening to bad guys doing things stupid. Or they probably weren't bad guys, they're just not very smart. Let's take a break and be right back. Okay, welcome back. Well, one of the viewers sent me some information or going to tell me about some kind of tournament at the end of the road, a bass tournament. I don't have all the information, so I think it's this weekend. If you would, get back a hold of me and let me know about it, and I can share it with the viewers. Also, one of the viewers had asked about, I mentioned this yesterday, what the woods taught me, and I was talking about maybe call Calhoun Liberty Abstract. You don't have to do that. I got a text right after the show from Ray Howell, and right here on the last page, it said, you probably can't read it, I'll read it to you. Enjoy the book and wish to share. Know someone who wishes to read it themselves. Go to Amazon, and this book is $5 on Amazon, okay? You can't pay for the paper. You can't pay for actually the cover costs that much. $5. You see what they're doing. They just want people to read a good book and good story. So just go to Amazon. If you don't know how to do that, get someone in the family that's computer savvy to go and give it $5. So thank you, Ray Howell, for getting that information to me. And Thomas, hope you and your wife are all doing well up there in Liberty County. Let's move on to a couple more pictures. We got Got all kind of cool things going on. I love this. Alan Hawkins Jr. That's old Hawkins wrecking junkyard up here. Had all those wrecks at the corner where right there at the corner of 77 and 23rd. There's a Chick-fil-A there now, but his family had that area. That was some prime targets. But he went fishing with Chad Gall, who's assistant principal at Breakfast Point Academy, and does some outdoor stuff. So isn't that a pretty mess of fish right there? Alan Hawkins and Chad Gall. Glad y'all got it win. Kenny Bostwick talking about it was jump day for the wood duck. She laid 19 eggs and only one didn't hatch, and 2 already hatched here. So that's cool. They need to have a camera inside of a nature situation like that. Okay, the next one. If you know, you know. This is the infamous mayfly. They look silly, don't they? I mean, why would someone want to eat something like that? But fish absolutely love them because they're moving around. They have natural movement and a natural color. You see how that color is replicated in nature? What is that? At Weevil Wiggler Bait and Tackle, I saw this right here, and you may not can see. I first thought it was some flip-flops or something, so I picked it up. And this is how you measure. That's an actual measuring device. See in the right-hand corner, you slide the fish in there, and you can measure it and make sure it's legal size. I thought that's a neat thing to have on your boat. Dennis Massey. Yep. All of y'all know Dennis Massey. Hello. And I said I wasn't going to have the snakes on today. This is a lot prettier. Sherwin Prowse, Upper Watson Bayou. Is that not beautiful? Just taking some sunset pictures this time of year. Gorgeous. All right, look, I did not know this. This is House Bill 109. I have never heard of it. This was, okay, Florida residents may make Florida State Park reservations 12 months in advance, and non-residents being 11 months or something. So we get a month, beginning in 2024, Florida residents will be able to actually make the reservations like the state parks a month ahead, 12 months ahead. That's interesting. I'm proud that we can do that. I'm surprised something like that even came up, but I guess what has happened now, our state parks are known nationwide, actually worldwide, as one of the best state park systems in the country, and people flock to them. And I've mentioned this before, we used to camp a couple times a year since the early 70s at the state park down at St. Joe. Never had a problem. We just drive up there, they pick out which one of these, and they look at our camper, anywhere from pop-up to a trailer, sometimes tents, and they're just assigned us for one. There'd be empty spots all around us for the whole weekend. Not anymore. You've got to go. In fact, people have told me, especially in July and August, June, July, and August, they're actually on the computer at midnight of that day, where 12 months ahead or whatever, and they're actually on the computer typing in to get reservations, which is that's amazing that has happened. Okay, now I got my woods and water, and this is May. Of course, that's a big red group. All kind of good stuff in here I want to share with you. But before we get to woods and water, I want to go over the CCA Star Tournament is coming up. Remember, it always opens up on Labor Day. Opens up on Labor Day and goes all the way through. Opens up Memorial Day and goes to Labor Day. Let me get that straight. Okay, here it is right here. The Ultimate Fishing Competition. It's gotten really big. It started off just catching a couple of tagged redfish, but the registration is now open. I'm going to show a couple of slides here and then really get into it. It's okay, May 27th, about 11 days from now, going into Labor Day weekend. But look at all the different ones. Redfish, trout, snook, tarpon, grouper, kingfish, mahi-mahi. And you know the same kind of winning a boat and trailer. And I'm gonna go over the divisions. Let's see. First one, of course, the original one was a tagged redfish. Now, the dolphin on the right-hand side is mahi, over down here. Okay, that's just a regular tagged one. Top left, snook. That won't affect us too much, but this is interesting. If you have a gnu and fish that have gnu, and take pictures. They have actually a division for that. I don't know what the prize money is. Then a grouper division, they're going to have trouble with that because I'm not sure a grouper is going to be open. And okay, the mahi, the top right hand corner, the kingfish, and then tarpon, bottom left hand corner. There's a ladies division, the youth scholarship winners, and actually a kayak. You catch one of a kayak. So, and then also they have one for the fishing guides. Power Pole is sponsoring just a conservation, and I'll talk about this later. And right here, if you pick up 5 gallons of trash or get a kid to, you can actually enter your name in a drawing. You just send a picture in and enter your name in a drawing, and you can win some nice prizes. So anyway, we'll talk more about this after the break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Our fishing game times today brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 9:15 this morning to 11:15, and this evening from 9:39 to 11:39. I keep hearing some people getting some flounder and all at night time, so that's interesting. Let's get back. We're going to go this one time about this CCA Star Tournament because we've had people that I know who've caught tagged redfish here in East Bay and had not been registered. And I've told you that story several times, and I won't call out his name, but he knows who he's watching. But so make sure you register. But from that time, it has increased so much with different categories. So I want to show you some more slides on this. This is Lisa Fitzgerald. She's on the show before. She's on the board, and she does a good job promoting it. And she tells me every year she's coming up. So here's what you do. You got to get a measuring device, which is just a ruler, just like that. Okay. And when you take pictures, you got to show your measuring device. You want to download the app, and I have that. Download the app. That tells you, keeps you up on everything. Make sure you log it. Okay, on your app, you go ahead and log it, what your catch is. And here's the team members, the people that sort of put it together. They're down here at ICAST. They do a good job. That's their booth down there, and different ones. Okay, so anyway, look this up. 12 expert tips for winning a big prize in this Florida Star 2023. Okay, and we're going to go tip number one, of course, register. All right, tip number 2, be aware of the division, the species, and the size. So just do your homework is what it's saying right there. All right, tip number 3, familiarize yourself with the rules. Now this is, because it's a little different. You're out there fishing, you don't think about doing these kind of things, holding it up, taking a picture. If you're by yourself, it's going to be challenging. You have to lay it down. I've sort of practiced. In fact, I tell you, I practiced doing that when I registered last year. Okay, and know where, you don't have it up top, know where the tagged fish are released. Look at here. All coastal counties have an average of 4 tagged redfish that have been released in areas where anglers are known to catch redfish. There's 170 tagged redfish released. The Florida Keys will have 20 mahi, but I just want to let you know if the prize-winning tagged redfish, Citrus and Charlotte County are double the tagged reds with 8 in each county. So anyway. All right, then the next tip, get the official measuring tape. We mentioned that. Register your family members. And I hadn't thought about this. I'm going to do that this year because what happens, you get them in it, and just every time you catch something, you just log it. You got more chance to win. Number 7, that's what I just said. Log more fish, the more you enter. There are a lot of just random drawings. Use the right equipment. So make sure you're doing it, if you're catching it, you don't want to catch it illegally. Number 9, click the picture the right way. Make sure you have them right side up. Number 10, on the conservations, if you just take a picture, that's a pretty picture right there. And they provide all the rules and regulations, and just enter the picture in there, and you got a chance to win. And this is what I'm talking about, the trash. You don't have to even be an angler. You can just go by and pick up some trash, and the 2023 participants, they draw names out of here. You get 1 submission per day, so look at all it. You'll get a bag every day. And then the last one, know about community service hours. And what they're saying, the bottom line right here, do you know every 5-gallon bucket equates to 30 minutes of community service hours for the youth? Okay, that's important right there, because a lot of our young people, when they're applying for scholarships and being part of clubs and all, they are required or asked to do community service hours. So you pick up a 5-gallon bucket of trash and you get 30 minutes. So, and you can document that. So this whole thing, I want to take time in the show to just give you all the preview, because it's opening up next week, Memorial Day weekend, and I just wanted you all to be aware of it. I would encourage you to enter. There's so many divisions now. Like I said, when it first started, looking around for tagged redfish. Remember, 4 tagged redfish have been released in each coastal county, and I know where I'm going to go fishing. So you got Choctawhatchee's got 4, Choctawhatchee Bay, San Andrew Bay's got 4, Apalachicola Bay's got 4, Ocklawaha Bay has 4. That's 4 different counties really. So it's going to be interesting to do that, and it's going to be some caught up. Every year there's some caught up here, so you want to catch it and get it documented. And it's going to be some exciting times, and I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get a list of the prizes, but I'm assuming it's the same kind of setup it's been each year. The big old trailers and big old nice boats, different. You get a choice, all different things. So good stuff right there. And also the conservation part, I really appreciate them picking up on it, about getting kids involved in it. I'm going to share this with your schools real quick, and maybe some of those kids over the summer will do something like that and get some community hours for next year and all. I've run out of time, had a lot of more stuff to talk about. I really wanted to cover that real quick. I was thinking, I want to thank you all for the feedback I get each day from the show, and I get a kick out of answering you and all. If I don't answer you, send it back and I'll get it back with you. You have a great day today. You do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy the outdoors, take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.